So to continue, when after October 7th, things in Australia just got insane. I mean, worse than almost any place in the world, aside from Islamist countries. When you started seeing thousands of people at the Sydney Opera House, which is, one of the most iconic architectural structures in the world, screaming gas the Jews, I was in shock. And then things got worse. Anthony Albanese, who's been a pro-Palestinian, anti-Israel activist from the time that he was a student, and his maiden speech as a member of parliament was against Israel, as if that really mattered to Australians more than their own domestic policies. Albanese is anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish, anti-Israel. So as things got insane in Australia, I traveled there because my in-laws live there. Debbie's from there, of course, and I know the whole community. And I've been a regular on Australian television, thank God, for 3 decades. Tracy Grimshaw, the host of the Today Show on Channel 9, had me on once a week. Not only when I was in Australia, but I did it from the Reuters studio in Times Square into Australia once a week, giving relationship advice. I was on her show, A Current Affair, all the time. I was really one of the better known relationship experts throughout Australia, thank God. So I went to Australia and started and changed my message. It was no longer about kosher sex and marriages and intimacy. It was about how could this country that I love so much, I married an Australian, I'm the father of 9 Australian citizens, how could it become such a sewer of anti-Semitism, such a bastion of anti-Jewish hatred? And then I spoke at the largest synagogue in all of Australia, Central Synagogue, run by my dear friend Rabbi Levi Wolf, who's been very visible since the massacre all over Australian TV. And there were hundreds of people that night, Friday night, and I gave a Jeremiah. I gave almost a prophetic speech where I said, a mass casualty event is coming to Australian Jewry unless we learn to fight back and we hold the government accountable, the police accountable, march through the streets, because there were so many Islamist marches going on then with the Jewish community not responding. And yes, it's only 100,000 strong, the Jewish community, but you can get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people marching. It wouldn't have been the 300,000 marching against Israel that crossed the Sydney Harbour Bridge, but it would have been large. But the Jewish community took it on the chin. And then I spoke with my brother-in-law, Rabbi Yossi Friedman, who's leading all the shul services now at Bondi Beach. He's developed an international reputation just over the past few days alone and deserves it. He's amazing. He and I gave a speech on Old Southhead Road that was infiltrated by Islamists when the police were called and pretended to arrest the 2 people who attacked me. It was all on video. You guys all saw it. And then took them down the street and released them. This was all preventable. And we have to fight back because it's open season on the Jews worldwide.